Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, the Red Rifle. Andy.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
First and 10 for Dalton. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Allen Bailey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Going deep downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Kansas City Chiefs coming back out onto the field here, and they were part of the game of the week for Week 6, right? I mean, no doubt that game against New England, 43-40. Now they lost, first loss of the season, but boy, that was fun to watch on Sunday night.
It certainly was. It's maybe the game of the year thus far, and we were all anticipating it. And they delivered. Patrick Mahomes, a little bit of a struggle in the first half, but boy, did he explode in the second. 352 yards for the game, 4 touchdowns. Did throw the 2 picks in the first half, and he definitely went toe-to-toe with Tom Brady.
I sat him in my fantasy lineup.
Nice job.
I started Deshaun Watson thinking, you know, he's playing.
Well,
mistake. A little bit of a mistake.
He shows up against anyone. 5 straight games up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. Over. That's caught inside the 20. A big gain of 31 on third down. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
First chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
This will be caught at about the 5. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This will be Dalton again. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll run here with Bernard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Going deep here and this is caught by Watkins for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. All right, here now a look at A.J. Green. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. Andy Dalton now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From midfield here, Dalton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, Charles, after Kansas City losing to New England this past week, we only have one undefeated team remaining. The Rams, 6-0, and they barely beat Denver, but they got it done.
They certainly did. They actually set the pace in that game, Brandon. They got out to a pretty nice lead, and then Denver chopped into it, and the Rams held on late. But you can do that when you have Todd Gurley as your lead running back. Over 200 yards for him. The Rams, as you noted, the last undefeated team in the NFL, and no signs of cooling off, even though they had to go to Denver. Snow in Denver in October, and what was it at kickoff, 25 degrees?
25.
How about that? That didn't even cool those guys off.
This week they'll be at San Francisco trying to get to 7-0. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, switching gears for a second, let's talk about all the offense that's been going on around the league.
Yes, please. Let's do it.
We've had 3 games where each team has scored 40 points. That didn't happen all of last year. And the most recent example, Week 6, that incredible 43-40 Pats win over the Chiefs.
A lot of people talk about when you make rules changes or you emphasize certain things that you have unintended consequences. Let's not kid ourselves. This was the intended consequence. Open up offenses, more scoring. We're seeing that, and we're seeing it, and fans are loving it. Defensive coordinators are hating it, but fans are loving it. And how about Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, that New England-Kansas City game? Big throw for big throw, touchdown for touchdown, and Brady guides him to a field goal to win it in the end.
Yeah, the elder statesman, because Patrick Mahomes was just 5 years old when Tom Brady threw his first touchdown pass in the NFL. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, You know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Here's Bernard. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last year.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is
Bengals on
reversed.
third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking down, it's caught inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes now on first down. This is caught. Watkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are in for 6. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A chance to discuss the Cincinnati Bengals here as they're coming back out on offense, Charles. They still remain in the lead by a half game in the AFC North despite that 7-point loss in Week 6 to Pittsburgh. This is going to be an interesting division as the season continues.
It certainly is because Pittsburgh has gotten right. Cincinnati set the pace early. Cleveland is no longer a pushover. And Baltimore on defense playing as well as anyone in the league. Andy Dalton struggles with Pittsburgh, though, doesn't he? 3-12 in his career against the Steelers. But I like what Cincinnati has coming up. People think I'm crazy.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet there are humans out there running around, and we just saw no.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him, Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Andy Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And the grab by Croft. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Defense.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. So we've come upon the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big one.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And going deep. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Mahomes going to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Demetrius Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it.
And a loose football. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
11 more on that one and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And Bullock will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll go screen here to Hunt, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still first down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And again, it's Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-graph?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
We're back now in KC. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this
defense.
thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Kelsey out in the slot right. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
So it's still first and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. A toss play to Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores.
And it's a fumble. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Mahomes now to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Carl Lawson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM. And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen. Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they? Well, I was going to say, you better run. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it? It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win. They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. I like that, don't you? All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic? I like that. Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast. What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. 23 yards on the play. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Dalton, 1st and 10. He drops it off for Bernard. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This will be Dalton again. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he is really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And he'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And it's incomplete. So now only 7 seconds remain. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.